Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Baba Sunkara. This video is particularly to the tort law students. Our topic for this lecture is regarding the capacity to file the tort case. Simply to say, who can file a tort case? There are 6 categories of persons who can file a tort case. Number 1, personal capacity. The person who suffered the legal injury. The person who suffered damage due to the legal injury. So that is injuria sine damnum. The person who is affected, he can definitely file a tort case. Please remember, here we are going to discuss the other side also. Against whom in personal capacity you cannot file a case. That's also we are going to discuss. The second one is corporation or company. They can also file the case. Third, class action suits. Class action suits, you can call them as public interest litigations. Number 4, alien enemies. Normally, nowadays, alien friends also, they have to take the permission. But whatever it is, alien enemies, definitely they have to take permission to file a case of tort. They can file provided they get the permission from the Union of India. Number 5, minors. So in civil law, minors can file a civil suit with the assistance of the guardian or parent or next friend. Straight away they cannot file the case. Same thing is regarding the tort law also, but in CRPC, yes, definitely a minor can file a case. Last one is convicts. Yes. What is the difference between a convict and an ordinary man? He got all rights except the right to movement, just like a prisoner. So convict also can file a case of tort. Now we divide the video into 2 parts. Today we are going to discuss the main topic, that is personal capacity, second is corporation, and third one is class action suits. So in personal capacity, please remember, every person has a capacity to sue, and at the same time Article 300 of the Constitution of India says, yes, you can sue the government also. The government can sue also. But there are certain persons against whom you cannot file any case of tort. So this is in Article 361 of the Indian, that is Constitution of India. As per Article 361, which otherwise we can call it as sovereign immunity. Sovereign immunity. So, against sovereign, that is President of India. You cannot file a case of tort against the President of India. You cannot file a case against the governor of a state. You cannot file a case against any Raj Pramukh. You cannot file a case against the charge d'affaires, ambassadors, consul general, commissioners, all these people from other states. That means the dignitaries who are the deputies from the other countries, like ambassadors. You cannot file a case against. Friends, when the international comes, you will know whether the family members of the so-called ambassador or consul general are immune from this sovereign immunity, whether it applies to them or not, we'll discuss later. Anyway, as far as the personal capacity is concerned, you can file cases against every person except the so-called president, governor, and Raj Pramukhs and ambassadors or other persons. Now, second one, ambassadors, farmer rurals. Oh, this is in CPC. Farmer rurals also you cannot straight away file a case. And public union, like trade unions, you can't file a case against a trade union. Right. Now coming to the second topic, that is corporation. What is corporation? Corporation is a fictitious body. So that is, even though it has no life, but it can be treated as a juridical person or judicial person. That means it is treated as a person in law. As far as law is concerned, the corporation is also a person. So definitely they can file a case and they can be sued also. Right? Normally, when actually the law of torts, the the suits for torts, normally they are very, very less in India. But nowadays, people are utilizing so many law firms, particularly in the cities like Delhi, Bombay and other places, they are filing tort laws. Company, yes, definitely, company can file a case against tort, can file a case of tort against others also can file the same. So there is a case law. I will better you know it. Because you will get it in the later course of the law of torts also. So Daily Mirror Newspapers Limited versus Gardner CA and others, 1968. Actually, Daily Mirror newspaper was a very popular newspaper, but with the emergence of other newspapers in England, normally it's actually the publicity, it's so-called publication or it has been very, very lessened due to the emergence of the other newspapers. They gained momentum, and our people, the circulation has become very, very less, right? So therefore, they wanted to cut down the charges to their employees, to their dealers, to the retailers, all these things. But they did not agree, and they have started almost non-cooperative movement. And some people threatened, we call it as assault in this tort. So they filed a case against Gardner and others for threatening them. So whether, since they have raised an objection that how can corporation file a case? Who is injured? Whose legal injury? Whose right has been damaged? So corporation is a company. Yes, if you threaten the manager, if you threaten the company, definitely you are liable for a tort. So this is regarding corporation. And third one is another company is there, Northwest Karnataka Road Transport Corporation versus B.V. Dhoni and others, 2002. Then comes the class action suits. What is class action suit? So here, while dealing with Article 32 of the Constitution of India, we will be told about the public interest litigation. The principle locus standi. Locus standi means local standing. That means a person has to have a standing to file a case. He must suffer. So there should be some standing for him. But in class action petitions, locus standi is excluded. That is, when a person feels that the general public are put to loss. Suppose there is a case of public nuisance. A doctor started a hospital, by the side of which another thing, they are causing daily nuisance. So not only to the doctor, to the residents of the locality, then definitely you can file a case of tort, that is public nuisance, against these people on behalf of the other people also. Here please remember, even though you are not the affected person, you can bring it in the name of the so-called class action petition, or nowadays we are actually terming it as class action suits. So in this connection, you have to remember very famous environmental advocate Sri M.C. Mehta. Lot of cases. M.C. Mehta versus Union of India 1987. This is Olium gas leakage case. And actually Sriram Mills, they call it as Sriram Mills, there was suddenly a leakage of the Olium gas. So Olium gas was leakaged, and actually an advocate practicing in Peace Hazari courts, he died, and so many persons received injuries because of this gas, Olium gas, which has become poisonous. So M.C. Mehta, sir, he fought a lot about these people. Actually, he was not injured, but on behalf of the public who suffered the environmental pollution from this Sriram fertilizers, he fought for them. He was successful. Likewise, Union Carbide Corporation, so many cases. Tanneries, Agra Tanneries case, so many cases done. And if you just type in Google MC Mehta, a lot of cases will be seen. So this is what is called class action petition, or otherwise you can call it as public interest litigation. Of course, it has taken nowadays, it has taken the other shape, but only thing is Justice P.N. Bhagavati, who propounded it in the early 80s. So he was of the opinion that poor and needy persons who want justice, they cannot be deprived of the same. Therefore, any person on their behalf can file the so-called class action petitions. Yes, it can be taken as a writ also. So with this, we are going to stop. Next class, immediately I will take up. Thank you.